at Miracle Kitchen. I'm here with Pete Isip of Crank Systems, and Pete was another one that was at Vince's mentorship, and he's actually doing really well. He's gained some really valuable knowledge, but not only that, Pete's seen some immediate results right off the bat. So, Pete, I'm going to dive in. Tell me what you've seen. The mentorship was recently, but in the first month that you, afterwards, you applied some of the things. What have you seen from him?
I've seen a complete turnover in my business and my gym. Really, what he talks about is getting systems into place, and that's one thing as a coach, especially starting off within the first couple of years, you forget to do. And he really dials into it and forces you to do those aspects. And by doing that, my numbers have rocketed once we started implementing them, going through that trial phase. But now, just by numbers, we've moved up about $8,500 within the month.
Within a month. All right, so that's just within a month, getting everything dialed in.
Yeah, once everything started rolling, 8,500 started rolling through, and now it's still increasing more and more.
What do you think that's, I guess, going to turn in value for you down the road?
Oh man, 20,000 a month.
Really?
You know, it just gives us more time. It gives us more efficiency. The coaches know what we're doing. Everything has a system. Everything's in its place, so we really can't mess up the system. You know what I mean? It's going to change here and there, but all the coaches are on board, and it's working like a charm.
And this is just one simple system that you took away from the mentorship that you applied?
A few. It's really, he
Okay.
teaches you how to systemize everything. So everything within your business has to have a system. He really goes over that, from employees to the way payroll's done, to the way membership is taken in, to the way you even clean the bathrooms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We dialed in really hard, and we're showing a lot of profit from it.
So it's pretty much, there was a lot of professionalism in what you're
Right.
saying. In terms, it was more business stuff. Now, you've been to other events, fitness and marketing events, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Is this different from any of the other ones that you've been to?
Yeah.
In what way?
Vince just cares. Like, Vince just genuinely cares about us. Like, you can tell that he really wants to give all he can for and everything he knows and the time he has with us. Whereas other ones you go to, they'll say some things, they'll give you like a couple teasers, and then they're gonna pitch me for something else. Vince didn't pitch me to do anything. I believed in him. Like, I just knew his genuine character just made me trust him, and it's working for him, so why wouldn't it work for us?
What were some of the other differences in terms of like things that you covered in your business? Like, you applied, you're talking about systems, so I know that's one thing. What are some of the other things that they went over that maybe you had seen in other events or mentorship type of things?
It was like interaction of hands-on. You got to talk to everyone inside that works in his business, from his general manager to a lot of his top coaches, and you see the way they work. And then they put us through a run-through on how like their day usually would go, how a session would go, and you just see how like dialed in and like they're all together, they're all synced, they all work the same way. You know, some maybe a little less intense, more intense, but they're all on the same page. And I think that's where having the system comes into play. He said one thing was like, he's like, right now you have an art. It's free. It's like something you're trying to develop. What you need is a system. And the system's what's going to run your business. And I took that away. That was the one takeaway that just really made me think, because I like art. It's like, I'm very freestyle. But if you don't dial in, you'll never see the full benefit of your business.
And he said the other people from his business were involved in this too and helping. So it almost seems like there's a culture that he's kind of trying to pass along so that you guys and other businesses can create your own cultures.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. I can't even explain like things we do, things I wouldn't have thought of I would ever do. You know what I mean? Just because I'm like, F that, it's like, I'm just going to do this, but having the steps in place makes it 10 times easier.
Now, what has this meant to your other employees and trainers that they've seen you've kind of come in and done this? Is it's made their lives easier too?
It made their lives 10 times easier because they have a direction. We come in, we do some stuff. We knew what we were going to do. We got a coach, but now we're all in a structure, and they know that if they do something wrong, it's already listed out. They messed up. But it's helping them evolve as well. As a coach, as a business owner, to me, they're still part of my team. And that's the one thing we learned. It's, your place is a team, and if you don't have a team in place, you're going to be by yourself for a long time. You're going to struggle.
Tell people who are watching this, we're kind of going around it, but exactly what they can expect if they go to Vince's mentorship.
it's gonna wow you. I hate using that word, but it's gonna like open your eyes up. Yeah, wow. It's gonna open your eyes up to a lot of things that you neglect as a gym owner. As a gym owner, we're good programmers. We're good at rehab or prehab or helping people out. The one thing we stink at is running the business, learning how to control your numbers, where your numbers are coming from, how to market out without using a lot of the things you see on the internet. So
Now people are going to see this and they're going to be like, wow, Pete made 8,500 after right off the bat after he implemented the systems. This is cool, but I still don't know if this is the right thing for me. What would you want to say to somebody that's kind of on the fence?
I'll say you still believe that you have an art form, brother. It's like you think that you're already thinking about the monetary value of what it is instead of thinking about the 10 step, the year from now. You're going to make that money back in 5 seconds if you implement everything that you just learned. It's a no-brainer. If you don't do it, you're not really serious about the success of your business.
Anything you want to add that we didn't cover?
I have no idea. Vince is the man, dude. Like, he's just down to earth, and it's just comfortable. Sometimes you're up there, and you go to other seminars, you feel intimidated to talk to people. It's like, I don't want to talk to them. They're like, they make this much money. I'm not cool enough. Vince is the man. Like, everyone. Tom's the man. They're a really tight team over there. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, too.
And so I take it that you recommend it to anybody who's in training business.
Anyone, anywhere. I plug it everywhere I go. If someone asks me how I became so dialed into my system this year, I always tell them Vince. So
cool. Well, Pete, I appreciate you taking the time to share some cool words and to see what you've already come away with just in a short time from Vince's mentorship. I wish you the best of luck with everything else.
Thanks a lot, E.